From Vancouver, Gob. Welcome, Gob. They have an album out, Too Late, No Friends. They're going to be playing 2 songs back-to-back, Custard's Last One Night Stand and Soda.
Feel free to sing along, you guys out there. Do you remember late last night? We were jumping the curbs in the parking lot. We shared some good times and some bad, but we always knew. But you don't need it never get back to the time. Changed everything in his mind. Even one day soon, he would look back at me. Maybe even go away. Maybe even stay away. But it makes me scream. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. But it makes me scream. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Didn't think I could get up on my own. I don't think so. Didn't think I could find my way back home. I don't think so. One day soon, you and me are back to me. Baby, you better lose your head, realizing what they said. When you find yourself looking down and you run around looking for someone, don't you see? But it makes me scream. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. But it makes me scream. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like I knew that you would come to me and we'd run away with all our dreams. Don't you think that I prepare a bit to try to make it all complete? To run away is not the kind of thing that I do in a normal day. But it's so cool that we're together in this smiling dream together. I want to jump in the lake, sun shining down on the beach in the summer. I want to jump in the lake, sun shining down on the beach in the summer. To jump in the lake, sun shining down on the beach in the summer. I want to jump in the lake, sun shining down on the beach in the summer. I want to jump in the lake, sun shining down on the beach in the summer. I want to jump in the lake, sun shining down on the beach in the summer.
Talking with Gob after this break, so stay tuned. Theo, Tom. Gob, introduce yourself to the rest of the world there, guys.
I'm Tom.
Jamie.
Theo.
Patrick. Theo. Cool. So, your videos, like the image that you have in your videos, you're skateboarding, you're bicycling, you're curling, you're eating bugs. You're sporty types, or are you hyperactive?
Probably more hyperactive.
Yeah, we're pretty sporty. We're pretty good at curling.
Yeah, is that your favorite?
I'd say.
Yeah. Snowboarding. Hockey. I can't really play hockey.
It's so boring to watch, though, hey?
But it's exciting when you get out there.
Not when Tom's doing it. Tom's got it down pat.
Well, no band we haven't had a band beat us at soccer.
Yeah, that's true. Taking challenges from anyone.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, no one's beating you at soccer?
No one ever.
Like seriously?
Seriously.
Or hockey? Have you played DOA?
No, they're scared.
Yeah.
We're gonna get crunched. Hey, those guys are big boys.
Yeah.
Listen.
You play with helmets?
No. No helmets.
Oh, old style.
There's no rules, too.
No rules.
Yeah. We usually take a can.
Kick hockey.
A can, yeah, a can, and
Kickboxing.
scrunch it down, and we usually kick the can around.
And in soda, you, Theo, you like one of the highlights is you stuff all those bugs in your mouth and eat them. What sort of bugs were they, and like what's up with that?
They're called crane flies. I don't know if you guys get them out here in Toronto or I don't know. Pat would.
I have no idea.
They're called.
I've seen them before.
They're like leather jackets. We also call them Hito Hawks. And I don't know. I just spent an hour collecting them in a jar, and then it was just something that happened.
Something that you've done for a long time?
No, it was no.
It's a
Just
hobby.
that day? Was it a dare, or it was just like, I think I'm gonna
Yeah,
eat
it was
some
the
bugs?
initiation to being gob.
What do they taste like? Are they sweet or salty, chewy?
I don't know. It tasted kind of like I don't know. They just moved around a lot, so I don't know. I didn't eat them. I just spat them out after.
Okay, no swallowing of the
No.
bugs, huh?
No.
It's an interesting album, especially marching song. One of my favorites, where like throughout the album you're cussing, you're swearing, you're burping, and do you fart? Was that like farting?
command.
Oh, armpit.
Yeah. Say that
fart.
for the van rides.
And can you burp on command? I noticed like
Yeah.
you okay. Let's see.
I only do it in the song, so.
Oh, you can't burp on. It's sort of like kissing on demand. It's hard to do
Yeah.
that, but like. So what do you think
He
of?
kisses me on demand.
Oh, does he? Kiss him.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that.
On the lips. Come on.
Yeah. Now, how do you respond to people who, like, say you're juvenile?
Well, I suppose we are
cares?
in a
Just
sense.
having fun.
I don't know what they're. I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, you get trucker butt after touring. Okay?
Absolutely, yeah.
You guys have been on the road for quite a while, for a week.
Well, yeah, it's just the beginning
Yeah,
of the
about
tour.
10 days. Yeah.
Tell me that story about Sault Ste. Marie again. That's pretty great story.
Tom.
Oh, the show that got canceled?
Yeah.
Oh, at the print.
Well, we showed up and the promoter just wasn't in town. He went to the Corn Fest, the country music festival.
Oh, the Corn
there.
Fest.
So I
Oh, of
guess
course.
he's like part like country, part punk rocker guy. I don't know.
And so it was canceled, and then
He never let us know until
We played-
we got there and we're waiting there at the front steps.
and then
We
there's
met
some.
these kids and played in their garage for free.
Scapegoat.
It was really cool.
Right? Scapegoat.
Yeah, we played with Scapegoat
Yeah,
in their
Scapegoat.
garage.
Cool.
It was good.
So you
They're
ended
real-
up having a show. And what I find is phenomenal is like we have a lot of bands that come on the Wedge, and not a lot of bands like draw this huge of a crowd. And basically, it's so amazing. Like you and DBS are like people go crazy for these bands, and you're like indie. You have your own label, Positive Records,
yeah.
and DBS has Nefer Records.
Yeah.
And so, what's your relationship with DBS?
Have you met Andy's dad?
That's right,
I
Patrick.
don't know. Like, I'm glad he followed in my footsteps. That's all I can say.
Or did you follow in Andy's footsteps?
Yeah, he
They were
cashed
around
in on
for-
it. He
but I
cashed
mean, like
in
I
on
was playing old punk rock back in the early '80s, right? So
Dead End.
and Dead End, local Toronto band. But yeah, I guess he sort of followed in my footsteps, and then I said, "Hey, you're doing something pretty groovy. Let's start a band."
Cool. So have you ever been in a band with Andy from DBS? He plays guitar, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No,
He's a
we've
little
jammed
cute-
with him a few
he's the
times
cute
and
little
stuff.
guy.
Yeah.
Cool. How old are you guys?
23.
25.
27.
30.
Wow. So I always thought that you were like really, really
30?
young, and I guess this is.
You're 30? I was kidding.
Oh, kick me
So I
out.
wonder if
Okay,
this
I'm
is-
out of here. I'm too old.
It's a totally obsolete question then, because like through your video images and stuff, and your record company, it says 4 kids, they're young, they're fresh, they're la la la, like band.
The videos had nothing really to do with Mint Records other than they paid for it, but we thought of the whole thing up. Like we just sat down and said we wanted it this way.
It's like this indie thing, like what DBS and us are doing. It's not really anybody saying like, hey, focusing in on us or anything. It's just, you're in a garage. Next thing you know, there's a show and you want to get on it. Like Ransom comes to town, you go, hey man, I want to get on that show. Let's play with them, and then you try to talk to promoters and stuff.
Not that we
And start
have.
playing
I do
around.
agree, though.
Yeah, but whatever,
Some of
right?
the advertising that was done for us was a little
Pretty lame.
sort of
Pretty
funny.
misleading.
Well, it's kind of weird too, because like bands like DBS, Silverchair, Ben Lee, they're all really talented musicians foremost, but then they get marketed like, ooh, they're so young, they're they're
Yeah, that happens
and
more
sort
than
of
it
like
is.
cripples the musician in a way, because they can't like go beyond that. You're sort of.
Yeah.
But how do you have to like contend with that, or you just don't even care about that?
You just don't care.
Not even contend with it.
Right on. And also, when you actually listen to your lyrical content, the two of you write the lyrics, right? And it's pretty interesting. A lot of your songs sort of deal with the age of misinformation. Nowadays, it's like all computer stuff and like media and what can you believe? Where does your distrust of the media come from?
Honestly.
Just media.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Right?
It's not even. I guess it's not even just the media. It's like everything. There's lots of rumors that get started and stuff. And like we've
And
heard
even
so
the
many
marketing of the
rumors
band
about
and
us.
stuff like that.
Yeah, totally. Well, I guess it comes from things like that too.
So what do you trust? Like, how do you trust? You basically trust what you experience.
Yeah.
Do you base all your beliefs on your own experience?
Yeah.
And the people around us that you've become, like, you've known and are good friends of yours and stuff, and you trust them, right? And small circle of people that grows.
Yeah, it seems like what's happening with this band and like DBS is you start off with the seed and then you just do your own thing, and then tons of people are like right in there sort of digging it, which is great.
And a lot of bands follow in the footsteps too. Vancouver's got a lot of bands coming up and stuff. And
So there's a good sort of communication and people help each other out within the scene?
Yeah, I think there are going to be a lot of bands coming out of Vancouver with records and a bit more. They'll be promoted more.
Speaking of DBS, they drew a rather nice picture of me in Thunder Bay at this club.
And you finished the artistry.
So I don't know who did it. Someone drew a picture of me in Spotlight in Thunder Bay. Oh, and there was this guy too, and Adam. What was it, Adam, the winner of the musical chair contest that we had at our house?
Musical chairs and
we
playing
got this party really started in Thunder Bay, and we set up 6 chairs, and we and Tom were playing the piano, and they were playing musical chairs. They're just doing what we asked them to do, and they thought it was fun.
Cool. So
But Adam
touring
won.
is fun.
Pardon?
Touring is fun, and you get
Oh,
to like
yeah,
complete
totally.
drawings of yourself. Is it accurate? The Spotlight
accurate.
rendition of you? I'll have to
It's-
keep my eyes out. Everybody in
pretty
Thunder Bay
close.
go
I think
down. Is it in the band room?
Yeah, it is.
It looks a lot like Fred Flintstone, but it's pretty close.
You need to get some 5 o'clock shadow for Fred. And punk these days, there's a lot of punk, and some of it is as formulaic as a polka. But how do you make yours unique? Like, how do you?
Our polka's a bit faster.
Yeah, it is very fast.
Yeah.
Do you ever like get all? Is it ever difficult? Do you ever fall off that treadmill? You know, like the sort of like rhythmic thing. Does
You
anybody?
gotta keep practicing it. That's what you mean. You gotta
Oh
keep
yeah, it's tough, but
stamina.
it just comes back into place.
And it seems like a real emphasis on vocals, like descending vocal lines and stuff like that. Vocals are fun.
Yeah, we sort of overdid the vocals on that CD.
So you're playing at the Opera House tonight with Trunk. That's in Toronto. Any other upcoming dates in Canada on this tour?
Oh yeah,
I'm playing-
we could give you a list.
Okay, what's the nearest to?
Ottawa, Montreal.
London.
Ottawa when?
Friday.
Okay, where?
Where? In Ottawa?
Ottawa is at 2 steps above.
Okay.
London tomorrow at the embassy, I think it is.
Yeah, we're playing in Kitchener at the
And
Volcano.
where's Montreal show?
I don't know, there's so many.
Yeah, because there's a lack of publicity and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
sure.
So just to
Yeah, we didn't
tell your
see-
friends, go out and see Gob tonight in Toronto at the Opera House. And thanks for
$5.
coming down. $5, what a steal.
All ages licensed. Yeah.